plastic. Not fantastic?
You may have heard of BPA, but do you know what it stands for? BPA is short for bisphenol A, a chemical commonly found in plastics and epoxy resins. Most people have traces of BPA in their bloodstream because it leaks into food.
BPA was first created as a synthetic estrogen in 1891, although it was not popularized until the 1950s when it was used in food manufacturing. The health effects of bisphenol A were first investigated in the 1970s. However, the results were not conclusive. In 1998, it was found that BPA had damaging effects on the reproductive organs and prostates of mice. These studies launched the national debate that we will investigate today.
There's been a lot of controversy surrounding the chemical, especially because of traces found in baby bottles. The FDA has banned BPA in baby bottles, but it's still unclear whether this chemical is harmful towards adults as well. This film aims to raise awareness about the potential harmful effects of BPA.
According to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, BPA, or bisphenol A, is formally defined as an industrial chemical compound, C15H16O2, that is a component of several commercially useful types of plastic. Made from the organic chemicals acetone and phenol, bisphenol A serves as a monomer for the polycarbonates that make up a wide variety of plastics present in many everyday objects. Despite its usefulness, consumers and professionals alike have concerns about the potential health risks of BPA. Since it is used in the protective epoxy resin present in the inner lining of metal cans used for food storage, as well as in the polycarbonate plastics of many water bottles and other food containers, BPA may enter the body through indirect consumption. Although it is mainly present as part of an unharmful polymer, some BPA monomers may remain separate from the overall structure. These monomers are the chemicals that may leach into foods and potentially cause negative health effects.
Bisphenol A is a known endocrine disruptor. This means that it may upset the normal hormone regulation of animals, including humans, and consequently lead to significant health issues. BPA monomers have the potential to mimic the hormone estrogen and bind to hormone receptors throughout the body.
Currently, scientists are investigating whether hormone disruptors such as BPA significantly increase our risk of health issues such as reduced fertility, endometriosis, and some types of cancer. Additional studies have indicated that the presence of BPA may pose a greater risk to humans during prenatal and early postnatal stages of development when the formation of organ and neural systems occurs.
However, recent studies have found that the chemical causing endocrine disruptions may not be BPA itself, but rather the metabolized form of BPA known as MBP. Unlike BPA, MBP is similar to a specific type of estrogen molecule, estradiol, and therefore is able to bind to estrogen receptors at two places rather than one. This results in a much stronger molecular bond between MBP and the estrogen receptor. The increased strength of this bond may be the cause of the adverse health effects previously associated with BPA. Regardless, the consumption of food from containers made with BPA may lead to endocrine system disruptions and incorrect binding of the estrogen receptor. BPA can be found in many household products, especially hard plastics in the linings of metal cans. We went through Sarah's recyclables to see which ones contained BPA. Fortunately, we did not find any plastics that contained BPA. However, we did find several metal cans that contained BPA. Plastics that contain BPA have the recycling codes 3, 6, and 7.
Macy, I'm hungry. I think it's time for lunch. What do you think? Yes, it's time. It's time for lunch. Okay, what should we have? I think today is a good day for Mexican, so I'm gonna make rice and beans. Oh look! A can of beans. How convenient. I'm gonna make classic black beans and rice. So, what do I need? I need a lot of stuff. So I'm going to start doing that. Well, I don't need anything frozen. I need some lemon juice and horseradish. And I think I need a pot. Oh, here we go. Here's my pot. Wait, before you go, did you know that this can of beans could have some harmful BPA? It's made in the can and it can seep into your food. What? No way! You don't want to be eating this BPA. But don't worry, we have some useful tips that can help you to reduce the amount of BPA. Okay. First, you want to use water bottles that don't have BPA in them. Okay. Make sure to throw out any of your water bottles or baby bottles that were made before July 2012 because those could have harmful BPA in them. Oh wow, I didn't know that, Maddie. But why can't I use my canned food? Because it's made, BPA is used in resins and then in making of hard plastics. And so I think it's the resin that they coat this with and it can leach into your beans. My beans could be tainted! Oh my gosh! Well, looks like I'm gonna have to explore other options for lunch today. But I have an idea. It's important to eat vegetables, but you don't have to get them out of the can. Let's look in my freezer. I have a lot of good stuff in here. Look. Italian green beans. Here's some frozen broccoli and frozen corn, frozen cauliflower. I have a lot of options.
And none of those have BPA in them.
Yeah, you're right. I think that I'm going to choose the Italian green beans.
Sounds like a great plan.
Okay, putting them in the microwave. I am looking at the time, and I'm going to microwave them for 4.5 minutes. My lunch is done. Awesome.
There you go.
Yeah, Italian green beans.
Aren't you so happy to have a meal that doesn't contain harmful BPA?
I'm really happy. Thanks, Maddie.
No problem.
Humans aren't the only animals affected by BPA. More than 1 million pounds of the chemical are released into the environment each year, which has potential effects on our organisms. Although few studies have been conducted regarding BPA's impact on animals, there has been some data to conclude that some invertebrate, fish, and amphibian species are susceptible to low exposures of BPA. Increased levels of the chemical have been found in surface water as well as the ground and biota, which may impact marine organisms during their sensitive period of development. The EPA has been taking action to reduce the amount of BPA released into these ecosystems. They have created an action plan, which includes the monitoring of BPA levels in landfills and water supplies. In addition, the EPA has also been developing new alternatives to BPA.
BPA safety has been widely debated by scientists, healthcare providers, and consumers due to the widely conflicting views on its effects on the human body. The possibility of harmful developments to our personal health, ecosystem, and fellow animals has raised concerns with the chemical's presence in our everyday lives. BPA and its metabolized form, MBP, both have the potential to wreak havoc on the hormonal balances of our bodies. However, BPA is still used on a massive scale for the production of hard plastics as well as in the epoxy resins of metal cans. Despite its widespread presence, there is hope. BPA is an unavoidable danger when care and attentiveness is exercised while purchasing food products or other items that may contain plastics or metals.
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, I say.